you know that job because you're doing the job, so everything's taught. Another thing, it's not all really strength unless it is something down to a pickle jar. A lot of the jobs use machines now. Like you really aren't doing much. You're either just moving your hand or something. The thing about
wait,
hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. Damien, pull up the Discord again. I'm sorry. Pull up the Discord.
Oh, okay. So with the cockroaches.
Hold on.
In the tunnel.
Pull up the Discord.
Okay.
All right. Oh, no. Hold on. Scroll up.
Just driving this point hard.
Play the Roughnecks
Can I
one. Hold on. Full screen it. Skip forward to. So you're saying these men they're just like pulling a lever?
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah, they're.
So that might be a little heavy. It took two.
Hold on.
Okay,
You think
this job's different?
you realize how strong these guys are? These guys who work on these derricks and stuff, the Roughnecks.
Right. No, that one.
Are they just pulling a lever?
That has to be in a male form.
This is how you get
that one.
Okay,
but
right,
I think that the important point
that?
is that with a lot of the machines that women would be using, like who manufactures the machines and then who maintains them, and that requires work.
I'd like to get back to this real quick. Real quick. I'd like to just go right back to your points before we shifted on. When you say, what jobs are you talking about here?
I will say with the one with the guy in the sewer tunnel and the bugs are calling.
No, I mean, which ones were you referencing when you said it just take, you're
okay, so
just
let's say IT work, building fiber wiring. There's actually a machine building or digging through the ground, really. There's many jobs, like even the logging, right? You have machines doing it. Like you're crawling up and you have a chainsaw. Now, again, you can say like a man eventually created the machine as well. I will say that.
No, hang on, just one point at a time. So let's start with fiber wire. I've run fiber wire and I've cut down trees. I've done both of those things. No, you don't have a machine you're still manually laying cable, by the way. You're still manually laying it, and you have terrain conditions that go into account. So machines can only get in certain places, right?
Okay.
And human beings can get in many more places that machines cannot get. That's the first one. And then your second point, when it comes to logging especially, I don't know if you've ever chainsawed for hours. That is hard ass work. Those chainsaws are extremely heavy. Mm-hmm. You have to have correct technique. It's extremely laborious, and it's backbreaking because of the way that you have to bend. You're constantly basically at a 45-degree angle the entire time with this chainsaw. No, that requires immense physical strength. I don't know where you got the idea that, you have a chainsaw, and so therefore, that
you only need to chainsaw as much as you need, though.
Less laborious to cut down a single tree with an axe, because you can at least stand upright when you're swinging the axe. But with a chainsaw, you're expected to cut down many, many, many trees in a day. And it's extremely heavy. It's extremely laborious work. Like, I don't know where you're coming up with this.
For yourself as a chainsawer, you're only chainsawing what you need.
I'm not a chainsawer.
If you're doing it at that level,
I have chainsawed down trees.
There's definitely some type of machining already involved for that type of labor, for that multitude.
What that machine does, it's a labor-saving device. It doesn't make the labor easier. What it does is it makes it faster. Chaining down tons of trees with a chainsaw, climbing up. So first of all, you have to cut a tree down from the top up. So you have to climb up to the top of the tree and delimit. With a chainsaw in one hand, while you're holding the tree with another hand, you delimit down, then you cut it down at the base. It is true that it's a lot faster than doing it with an axe, but it's still very labor intensive. But that's all it means, is you can cut more down quicker, not that the work is easier. You see what I'm saying?
And then the job with the guy in the tunnel and the cockroaches, at the end of the day, how I saw that was an act of love. Not really that no woman would ever do it. At the end of the day, a man would never let the woman do that. A woman could, but they never would, because men would never.
I would let a woman do it.
I don't think you would. If you loved your woman, you wouldn't let, because that sewer system is for your house or whatever.
Oh, I don't know if I'd want my girlfriend to do it, but if I had a job and a woman came to me and she was capable of doing it, would I? You would want me as the man. Oh, you can't do that, woman. I'd be like, okay, if you can do it, fuck it. Well, you're small, you can get into, maybe she's smaller, she can get into the spaces better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that woman's there because she likes doing it, I guess. But
okay. All right. I got to let the rest of the chats come through. We have, we'll let these come through.
Metro Matt donated $200. Women of the panel, would you do these jobs? What is stopping you from doing them? Settle the debate. Also, stop the coat chair 3.
So, of some of the videos I showed you, just going around the table, like, would you do those jobs? So, like, in that manhole, like, getting rid of the cockroaches, that the power lines or whatever, snowing. Would you do those jobs?
Yeah, I would do them.
You do them? Okay.
If worse comes to worse, I'll do it.
Okay. You do those jobs or?
No, just because I'm a pussy. But I'd probably do something like construction or like electrician or whatever.
All right. Yeah. All right. What about you? Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not doing it. There are other badass women who would do it.
I wouldn't want to do it.
You wouldn't want to do it? What about you?
It depends. I think I would.
Okay.
I do my own septic, so I do have to do that for myself, but I don't know how I would feel about doing that for somebody else. So.
Okay.
I would 100%.
Okay. Wait, you would 100%? But didn't you say men should not allow women to do that?
No, I didn't say that. I said the only reason why the man got there in the end was because that's what a man does out of love.
Wait, a man does it.
She's saying that
is.
we, out of chivalry, wouldn't let a woman do that. Which, if a woman wanted to do that job,
would you have an issue with it?
I would let the woman do the job if she wanted to do the job, but she doesn't want to do the job. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I
don't know. All right. Let's see here. Graffito tagged. Hey, thank you, man.
Graffito tagged donated $200. If all the men were to disappear, who is going to get rid of the spiders for you? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, who's going to kill
my own spider?
I will.
Right?
Who's going to kill the spiders?
I'll come in with a baseball bat.
Someone with lesbian energy. That's who needs to come in to save the day.
I have pet
You're
shower
up.
spiders.